Hey everybody, it's your friendly review guy, Byron. Today we are going to be looking at this Work Pro 72-inch garden leaf rake. It has 25 tines, and there is your model number right there. So basically it's going to come in a package like this. It's going to have a very small setup piece, and then also a pamphlet for different things for Work Pro. Work Pro sells a lot of items. The nice thing about this, you're going to see that it is assemblable. You can make it whatever length you want. If you don't want it real long, you don't have to be. If you do want it longer, you can make it. The other nice thing is the tines are actually metal. I've had a lot of these that are plastic, and what happens is these tines tend to break off, especially plastic. As they age, plastic degrades and it breaks. On these, they may bend, but they are metal, so you can bend them back into shape. So basically, you're going to take these pieces. We will put it together and take it outside and show you how to use it. It still has the clip on it, and then what I'll do when I'm done, if I decide I want to put it back, I can. So you'll see these are still all together like I had them. And then you're going to decide how long you want it. You're going to have this piece. This is the only piece that has to go into place. That one and this one. The rest of them, you decide where you want them, or if you even do want them. Because this piece is your end piece that will go in the back. And this piece is the one that clicks into your rake. So basically, you're just going to take this. You're going to push these two together till they start inside. And then they'll click into place right there like that. And then when you go to remove it, you'll just push both of these in and pull it back out. Now, decide the length that you want. You can put them in here like this. So you just twist them in. Now, see, my wife is short, so if I don't want this very long, I could actually make this the length of the rake right here. So I could make this a shorter rake, or if I want to have a very long reach, I can just continue making it longer like this. So it does go up to 72 inches. So if I make it the entire length that it's supposed to be, it will be 72 inches. And you see it's got the handle here. It's got a really nice cushion on it. And it's got the spot up here in case you don't want to take it back apart. You can just hang it. That way it protects your tines on the end because it's hanging up in the air. And when it's fully assembled, it should look like this. And for reference, I'm 5'10". So this is about 6 foot tall. So you see here, we got it here. It's set up, ready to go. Basically, it's like any rake. See, I don't have a whole lot of leaves because it's been winter, so we haven't had. But if I do have a lot of leaves, I can spring this. You see, it grabs them real quick. There's still some leaves left from last year. 72 inch gives you a lot of reach. Just make sure that you got it tight. I noticed as I'm twisting, I didn't have it all the way tight. It brings the leaves to you. And then in the fall, you'll have a lot more leaves, of course. But see, the length of this gives you a lot of options so that you don't have to walk as much because it just extends. And then when you want to, you just brush the leaves off. Real easy to clean, you're going to see. It's not dirty at all. It picks up the leaves with no problem. See, watch here, it gets in here. Now, it may dig into the dirt because these are tines, but they'll just wipe right off. I can pull out any leaves that were left from last year. The nice thing is on this is the length. 72 inches is pretty long, so I can get all these leaves out with no problem. And you see, they stick to it really well. And you can change the angle of these if you want. Just brush it off. You can change the angle of these if you want. If you want a sharper angle, you just twist them. And you just keep raking until you get a pile that you want. And you can either turn this into mulch or you can put it into a bag and throw it away. Here's what I was telling you about. You can make this the length that you want. I can just untwist this. See, my wife is quite a bit shorter than me. She may not need it this long, so I can just take this piece out. I put it in there pretty tight. Just untwist it. And then I can make the rake shorter if I want to. If I don't need a super long rake or you're in a tighter spot, I can make it into a shorter rake if I want. Make sure everything's tight. And then I can have it a lot closer. And you can do that all the way down. You could actually make it into a small rake that if you're working on your knees, it'll only be just like 1 or 2 sections. So that's the other nice thing about this. The length of it, you can adjust. The fact that it's metal and you can remove it different places. So now we're back. You'll see the piece I took out is still out. Here, what I was telling you earlier, you can make this whatever length you want. Don't want that banging on my table. So I can just remove a piece, set it down, It's a nice quick connect system, so you can put it back away. So I can have it this long if I want. I just tie that in. I could have it this long if I want. It would only be a couple feet. Or if you're just working on your knees, doing gardening right there in front of you, they make little hand ones. You could actually have this as a hand rake, just a little bit wider. So it's nice. And here's what I was telling you about earlier. You just push these two buttons in. And real easy to put away. Has a lot of features. You can change the length from 72 inches down to whatever, even basically just a hand rake. I like the fact that you can adjust these tines however you want. See, they're staggered right now. If I wanted to, I could adjust that. Really quick to assemble, put back and forth. Definitely a nice tool to have.